Beth, thanks for coming to the clinic, and we're going to start off with your underwater video here. Three main things I want to point out to you. The first thing is your arms are very straight when you're pulling, and real straight, and then you, in some cases there and there, you drop that elbow a little bit right towards the end, but mostly you have a straight arm. So you really need to work on your catch, and that's the first part of the pull, where you try to get the elbow up and over the hands before you start actually pulling back. You can do that either by sculling out and scull the hand out and back around under, and then pull the hand back. You can kind of pretend like you're rolling your hand over a barrel, or you can just kind of flare your elbow out. It's real important to have that elbow outside your shoulders. Now the second thing here is when you're breathing, you're starting that pull on the opposite side right away. Watch this. There, see how the arm goes straight down? Where it's not happening when you're not breathing. See there, you're gliding real nice. When you breathe, you're starting to pull way too soon. Real important to keep that arm out there in the glide position even when you're breathing. You may need to breathe a little bit earlier so you don't feel like you're trying to pull that other arm back to hold the head up. All right, so real important that you work on that. All right, we'll see how that works here. Right. I like your real nice glide and extension there, but again, when you're breathing, you're pulling on the other side. So maybe if you try to breathe a little bit early, that'd be good. See how straight the arms are right here? And watch when the elbow right there, you see you're trying to pull right there with your low shoulder, and that's a combination of the breath and pulling too soon. If you pull too soon, you're going to pull from a low shoulder, and you don't have any power from that position. So you've got to get those elbows flared out all the way through the pull. See, the elbows are underneath your shoulders. It should be much wider from there. All right. The last thing is you don't have a real thorough hip rotation. You see there and there. When you're breathing, you're getting some hip rotation, but when you're not breathing, you're not getting a good hip rotation. So particularly on that left side, it's fine when you're breathing, but when you're not breathing, it's you have much flatter hips. So try to make sure you're extending through with that hip as much as you can, and as you press that hand forward for the extension. Your above water looks pretty good. You're doing more of a straight arm, high recovery, and you have your shoulders up in a good position. That looks fine. You're gliding as you come in here. You'll see a nice extension right there and there. And then you see when you breathe there, you're pulling right away. So that's a key thing for you to work on. But your above water looks pretty good. You're not pulling behind yourself. You're not finishing behind yourself. You're finishing in a good position. Maybe try to get that elbow up a little bit on the on the left side. Try to lift that elbow instead of the hand out of the water first. That would be the main suggestion. So as you finish that stroke, lift the elbow so you can finish the sweeping stroke. Other than that, it looks pretty good. So work on those three things, and I wish you the best of luck.